What's up, y'all? We are live. It is time to have some fun. I don't care if you're in a bad mood because you lost a bet. I don't care if you're in a bad mood because somebody done said something about this or that didn't go your way right now. It's about to go my way because I'm live. And when I go live, I like to have a lot of fun. And that's what I'm about to do right now. What is up, y'all? We are doing this. Got Andy here saying hi, Leslie. Hi, Andy, and hi, Leslie. Who else is here? Got Rose Bell here. She says David Yount. Hello. What's up, Rose Bell? Girl, how you doing? And what's up, David Yount? Hello as well. I agree to that comment. How the freak are we doing on this freaking Sunday evening? Is everyone feeling all right tonight? I hope so. Oh shit, I almost forgot that we did that. Do we still do that? I guess we do. Vito Andolini says, was it? We still do that around here. That's something that we still do. I don't know why we do it, but it's something that we do because if we don't do it, then nobody else will. So somebody's gotta. Might as well be me. Yes. All right. Oh, do the Monday Night Football song. Monday Night Fool's Ball song. Let me see if I can remember it. How does that one go? Oh, yeah. Well, it's Monday night and we're ready to rock. The NFL has you riding on their cock. We got some team, they're gonna play some team, and you know you want somebody to win, yeah. You better get ready, better hold your nutsack tight, because the NFL's gonna play some football tonight. Tonight, bitch, so motherfucking get ready. Ready? Are you mother freaking titty seeking ready for some cock-sucking football? So motherfucking cock-sucking all night, sucking on a titty football. Yeah. Who the hell do you think is gonna win? I don't know. Oh, yeah. You better get ready. You better hold tight. We got some motherfucking cockily-sucking football tonight. What the fuck was that? I don't even know what just happened. Don't ask me to do that again. Because I don't want to. Alright. I know. And you know what some people say? That I copy them. There's a guy out there who says that I copy everything he does. Really? I copy you? I didn't see you just do that. Pretty sure I just did that. Nobody's doing that. So don't say I copied you, bitch. And you know who I'm talking to? John. John, I don't copy you. Which is why my picks were different than yours. Which is why I'm a professional YouTuber and professional entertainer. And you make terrible fucking phone pick videos. Got it? Good. Bye-bye. Got Javid here. Excuse me, Javid. Says, hey, Jake, have you ever gambled at the Hard Rock Guitar Hotel in Hollywood, Florida? I have not, but I have gambled at the Hollywood Hard Rock Guitar Hotel in the Sacramento area, north of Sacramento, but that's a whole different casino. And yes, I did win most every time on slots. It's the only way to win. Screw sports betting, screw everything else. The only thing that works, you walk around, check advantage slots. It's the only thing that works. Screw all the rest of it for life. All right. My man here, OJ and Toothpaste, says, Jake the asshole, I've had enough of this Taylor Swift crap. Well, whether you like it or not, she's here to stay, my friend. She's really, really famous. And if I say she, then everyone will be like, you mean he? Okay, I mean he. I just can't like come out and say it too much, otherwise the whole damn video could go down. But yeah, you know, he, she, whatever it is famous. And it's gonna be around for a long time, like it or not. And it's doing business with the NFL. So it looks like I'm gonna be talking about it. Oh, Javid said, I'm still alive, made it out of Ukraine. Good, bro. I'm glad you're still alive. I can see proof by the super chats that you are indeed still alive. Oh, yeah, and this other one. Oh, yeah, I answered that one. Okay. Cool. Thank you for the super chats, Javid. I call you Javid like 75% of the time, even though I know your name is Javid. I don't know why I do that, but I do it exactly 75% of the time. I did the math just now. Got my girl here, Rose. She's saying half and half. That's right. That's what she like in her coffee. Rose be drinking half and half in her coffee. Rose drinking coffee. Half and half in the coffee. All right. Sorry. Stupid tonight. Being stupid. You know, I almost let the NFL piss me off because I was getting like a lot of my picks right, and I was like, "Yeah!" And then like I got like 3 of them wrong in a row, and I was like, "No, fucking bitch NFL!" And then I was like, "Dude, don't even worry about it. Just go live and shake it off, shake it off." Oh shit! Did I just do that? Ah, terrible. I had to make that joke. It was like written in my contract that I must make a Taylor Swift joke, even though I don't want to. Fuck, I think I just broke the rules of my contract by talking about it. Shit. Just kidding. Seriously, I'm kidding. Or am I? All right. Javid says, Rose, try your coffee with raw milk cream. I'm drinking raw camel milk. Dude, you have camel milk? Where the freak do you get camel milk? Bro, you know I got mine right here. I'm like the raw milk dude, but you get raw camel milk? What? How the hell does one even do that? Do you like go outside and like suckle on a camel's tittle? Is that what you're doing? Well, I'm at it, you know. Little moo will do. That's how you know it's good when you go. Ipel Maine, Appeal Maine, whatever it is, says random question. Can you say Jason move out? Nope. I can't say Jason move out. I don't have the ability to say Jason move out. So therefore, you're not going to get me to say Jason move out because I don't want to. No amount of money, especially not $2, it's going to get me to say Jason move out like a 8th time. Okay? Thank you for the super chat. in the hell is even going on? There's probably new people here like, is this for real? Is this what he does the whole time? I don't know, sometime. Sometimes I have a subject and sometimes I don't. This might be one of those times where I don't. Still trying to figure out whether I have a subject tonight or whether I'm just going to do this the whole time. Sunflower, I'm feeling hype. You know what it was? I had an epiphany. Y'all want to hear what my epiphany was? It's the type of shit that you totally got to be like sniffing your own farts, a total narcissist, full of my own shit. I think that my shit smells amazing. You guys are like, what? Yeah, let me get to that. Here's why tonight I'm all hyped. It came to me. I was getting a bunch of picks right at the beginning of the day, picking games. And I was like, yeah, they're doing exactly what I say. And then I got like 3 in a row wrong. And then I was like, those assholes, they're not doing what I say. And just as it started to bother me, I realized this. I had an epiphany. Check this out. I am the biggest threat, the biggest opposition to the NFL right now. There's no other football league that they're afraid of. Those other football leagues are in bed with them. They want you watching those other fake football leagues. So, who's opposing the NFL? Who do you know that opposes the NFL? Like, who's the NFL's biggest threat? It's me. So, of course, they can't fucking do exactly what I say. They're not going to let me get all the games right because I'm their biggest threat, telling you that it's fake. So they can't let me get all the games right. And here's the crazy thing. They can't let me get them all wrong. Because then you'll know to bet the opposite of what I say, and then you'll make money. So they can't have that. So they have to do half of what I say and half of what I not say. Because I am the only guy opposing them. I'm the only one in the same arena, sports entertainment. I make sports videos, I make entertainment videos, and I make comedy videos. I'm a sports comedian entertainer for a living right now. So I'm in the same arena as them. They can't come out and be like, this guy's wrong, and address me. They can't do exactly what I say. Otherwise, that proves me totally right. And they can't totally go against all my picks because then you could just do the opposite of what I say and then you would be making money. So they have to do like half of what I say. That's what's going on. The NFL's fucking doing half of what I say and then doing half of not what I say. That's what's going on. Figured it out. Epiphany. They're just gonna let me be half right the whole year. Assholes. Assholes. I just wanted to be like 60% right or more. No, they won't let me. But they can't let me be 60% wrong or more because then people will just do the opposite of what I say. Very tricky. Very tricky. Got a Gematria guy here? Except you don't do Gematria. Here's the problem with Gematria. There's like 100 bazillion guys who say, you need to learn Gematria. And then they all make different picks each week. So who's doing the right Gematria? I see lots of Gematria guys get a pick wrong, and then after the fact, they'll plug in some other numbers. Who the fuck cares? Use it to predict. And guess what? When people try and predict with their own version of Gematria, they get it wrong half the time, or more. I can prove it. Zach Hubbard, the most popular Gematria guy, gets more than half his picks wrong every week, still has a following who kisses his ass, and they are like, Jake, you need to learn Gematria. Which one? You can make numbers for both teams. Yes, I know there are numbers coded into the games, but if you try and predict it beforehand and you get it wrong, then you just look stupid and you spend a bunch of time imagining numbers that didn't matter. Yep. So it's kind of like thinking of who has the better defense. It's just bullshit. The NFL is going to do what they want, regardless of what you think. So anyone's like, Jake, I don't know why you poo-poo on Gematria. Just because Zach Hubbard's a scammer doesn't mean Gematria doesn't work. Well, then prove that all your Gematria picks are 100% right. Start your own channel and make $1 bazillion and tag me in it and be like, dude, here's how it's done. Dude, any one of you guys telling me that you know the Gematria code and get all the picks right every week, make a video, tag me in it, prove it, and I'll say that you're the best Gematria expert ever right here on my channel. But you got to prove it. Okay? You got to prove it. But Jake, don't you know Gematria? Yeah, I can put numbers into all the games if I want. Or I can just think who they're going to script it for and get it right about the same amount of times. Okay, I got some super chats coming in. Here we go. Florida Todd says, serious time. Tell us about your romance side of life. Inquiring minds need to know. Oh, dude, I wish I had something juicy for you, but right now, the only way to make money doing what I'm doing is to focus a lot of time and energy into internet shit. And when you're focusing a lot of time and energy into internet shit, basically I'm stuck here in this office and there's no hot chicks in the office. So trying to find the hot chicks outside of this office, it's just always a problem. It's just a problem these days. Especially the older I get, it becomes more of a problem. So there you go. There's no hot chicks here in this office, and I spend too much time in this office. So I should probably get out there and try and get rejected by a hot chick real soon. Thanks for your donation, buddy. I appreciate that. I'm glad you wonder what my non-romance life is like. Sorry to disappoint you. If you'd like, I could make something up if it's more entertaining. I could make up romance entertainment stories about shit that's not true, about girls I'm not actually seeing. I think that would be fun. I actually do have a real story to tell you now that I think of it. I actually, even though that's a funny joke, romance, sports entertainment, dating, like what? Is that even a thing? No. But I did go on a date that went well, and then I went on a second date that went to hell. That'll be an entertaining story. I think I'll fucking tell that story. But I had another super chat that I totally missed. And thank you again, Florida Todd, for the super chat. Sunflower says, whoa, 60K subs. Congrats. Hey, thank you. Yeah, when I talk about NFL, the subs just go up every single day, every single minute. Every day, every minute. Just, then the minute that the season's over, it goes stagnant. Can't get the needle to move. So I talk about conspiracies in the off season when I'm not talking about football. You know, for most of the year, channel just stays stagnant, won't move. And then like the minute I'm like, hey, football's fake, then it's like subs compiling in from every direction. It's weird. Whatever, I guess. So yeah, every time football rolls around, my channel grows. When football goes away, we get stagnant. So I guess we're going to call football season channel growing season. Thank you, Sunflower. You've been here for a while supporting this channel. You are a sweetheart. I appreciate the donation. Thank you, sweetie. Okay. I don't care if you want. I just looked at my watch page. All right. So I could tell a funny story if you guys would like. Make sure I caught up on all my super chats. Okay, I did. All right. So here's a true story. So I'm a single man, right? And there's a girl who lives near where I live who I've been friends with on Facebook for a long time. And we know a bunch of people, but we've never hung out and ever done anything. So this was somebody who I was friends with online, and I have friends of friends. We know each other through friends, but we hadn't hung out. So we went on one date, and it actually was going well, more well than I expected. And after the date, this was the only red flag. Was like we went out to dinner, and dinner went good, and I bought dinner, of course. And then it was in a shopping center, and so we were just walking around after we ate. What the hell did we eat? It doesn't matter. So we ate Mexican food, and then we went walking across the shopping center, and we went into one of those shopping Kohl's, the department store. So so picture this: you got a Mexican restaurant. We have a good time. We walk across over to a department store because she's like, "Oh, I want to go walk around inside here." And so we're talking and walking around, and then she's going through clothes on a clearance rack, and she's like, "Ooh, this shirt's cute. Oh, these pants are cute." And then she's like, "I'm gonna go try these on." And then she's like, "How does this look?" So she tries on this clothes, and she comes out. I'm like, "Oh yeah, it looks cute." And she did. She was looking good. And then so she has these pair of pants and shirt, and then we start to leave, and she go to the checkout, and she's like, "So are you gonna buy these for me?" And that was when the red flag popped up. I was like, "Dude, you might as well just, it's clearance rack shit. Just buy it." And I was like, even though this is a red flag that she's expecting you after dinner on a first date before we've touched or done anything at all, she expects me to buy her clothes. Red flag, but she's looking good. They're clearance rack items. It was like $20 worth of clothes, whatever. Okay, I'll buy you the clothes. So I buy them, right? So then after that, she hugs me goodbye. She's like, "Oh, I don't kiss on a first date because I'm not like that. But I had a really good time. And I definitely want to see you again." So she assures me she wants to hang out again, but she's like, "I don't kiss on a first date. So just letting you know." But she gave me a hug, and I was like, "Okay, cool." And so, second date, she seems like she's all into going on a second date. And second date, she shows up late, but eventually shows up. And then we eat dinner again. And then this time she wants to go walk around in another shop, and I see where it's going this time. So this time we eat at a restaurant next to the mall. The second date, we eat at a restaurant next to the mall. And then she's like, "Let's go inside the mall and walk around." And I'm like, "Oh, fuck, here it comes." She's going to fucking pick out stuff and expect me to buy it before she's even done anything with me, or even a couple. She's going to and I can tell that's what she's going to do. And I'm like, "Okay, let's just go through the motions and see if she does it." So we start walking in the mall. You guys are going to love this. You guys are going to, all of you gentlemen, pay close attention. This is where the story gets awesome. So we're walking around and talking and stuff. Super chat coming in. "Hey, Jake, thanks for exposing the NFL's rigged and scripted. Sadly, one of my friends still thinks that's completely real." Oh, well, just keep showing them my videos. Wait till their team loses. Show them my video. When they're experiencing a loss, that's when you need to coax them with my stuff and be like, "Dude, you don't have to take these losses to heart. It's fake." So keep at it. Keep showing them my stuff. And I'm going to start bringing on fanboys and making them look like fools. It's a new thing I'm going to invent. So be on the lookout. Okay, let me get back to my story. And thank you, Caco Demon. So let me get back to my story. Second date goes well. I pay for dinner again, of course. We're in a shopping. We're at a restaurant next to the mall. So then we walk over to the mall. We're starting to walk around in the mall, and I'm already thinking, "Oh shit, she's gonna start picking out stuff for me to buy for her before we're even a couple or have even done anything on a second date." I'm like, "I hope she doesn't do this. I hope not. And I hope if she does pick out something that's small and not too damn expensive." So we're walking around, and we go in one of those Hot Topic kind of stores, like for teenagers or whatever. She's like, "Oh, let's go in here." And we go in this Hot Topic kind of store, and she fucking looks at this Hello Kitty coffee maker. And she's like, "Oh, I love Hello Kitty." And right away I'm like, "What the fuck? You're a grown woman. Hello Kitty? Are you kidding me?" And she grabs it, and she's like, "Oh my God, this is so," and she pulls it out of the packaging. She's like, "Oh, this is, oh, I have to have this. And I'm thinking, dude, how much is that? And I'm looking at the price, and it's like $69.99. $70 fucking Hello Kitty coffee maker from Hot Topic in the mall. And of course, she gets in line and she looks at me and she goes, "You want to buy this for me?" And you know what? I said, "If you want a Hello Kitty coffee maker, then you can buy it for yourself." And she goes and puts it back. And then she starts to walk out, and I follow her out, and she goes, "You just embarrassed me. If you ever do that to a girl in the future, you need to not say no in front of public, in front of everybody, because you're going to embarrass." And she was like scolding me for saying no. She scolded me for telling her no in front of people. And I was like, "Uh-huh. Yeah. Mm, eh, mm." She's like, "Yeah, if you do this with another girl, you need to do this outside the store. You shouldn't embarrass her in public. Like, I can't even go back in there ever again because I'm embarrassed now that you didn't buy that for me." And I'm like, "Well, why do you expect a guy to buy you whatever you want?" "Well, I'm not one of those girls that like wants to work for a living. I expect a man to buy whatever I want because I'm me." And it was like one of those like, "Well, if you want some of this, then you should of course buy me whatever I want." Okay, well, I guess that's goodbye. So I went to give her a hug and she wouldn't hug me. She refused to hug me. And that was the end of my second date that I just went on like a couple of weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, whatever. Isn't that romantic? Okay. I got through the story. Now you guys can talk shit, laugh, sympathize, whatever it is you want to do. I didn't buy her Hello Kitty coffee maker for $70, and I got scolded for it. Yeah, that's what I get for not buying a woman a Hello Kitty coffee maker on a second date. It'd have been different if she like rocked my world with magical vagina the first night. Then I'd be like, "Okay, you deserve a coffee maker," if it was that good. But nothing. Give a guy nothing, and then on a second date be like, "Buy me a $70 Hello Kitty coffee maker." Get real, bitch. Get real. Go find that rich dude who wants to buy it for you and see if he's as funny and entertaining as me. Ah! No, Rose. See, this was one that's not vaxxed, and we were hitting it off on that level. Totally cool. She's like, "Oh, I love your channel." She likes my channel. She's just one of those that won't be super public about all this stuff because she doesn't want her normie friends to think she's crazy or whatever. But she totally liked the channel, not VA double X, totally good with all everything was fine, except she thought that I was just gonna buy her whatever she wanted without having any sort of anything between us first. Not gonna happen. Here's the problem: is if it's not just a $70 coffee maker. It's if I say, "Yeah, sweet," then the next store we go to, she can pick out something for $150 or 200, and then what? Do I tell her no then? You see the predicament? Whereas if you're like, "Yeah, sure, we're walking around. You want that coffee maker, sweetie? Whatever." Then she goes and wants the next item. At what point? Can she rack up a $500 bill on a second date? And I'm just going to be like, "Whatever you want. I'm a simp for you." No. Even if I have the money to spend, nah. And a woman who expects that sort of thing out of a dude on a second date before you've given him a thing, fuck right off with that. Javid says, "Welcome to the red pill." Dude, you don't have to say welcome to the red pill, dude. This has been life. What do? You can be one of those red pill women are stupid, all women are trash, dude, but then you don't have any women. So all those red pill guys act like they bang the hottest uh, teens who are virgins while claiming all the rest of the Western women are trash. But in reality, all the red pill guys on the internet are just bashing women And so then there's a bunch of women taking their clothes off for money. And so the paradigm is the women don't need a man because they can just take their clothes off for money on OnlyFans. And then the dudes are simping out. And then they're saying that all these women are trash and you just don't date any of them. So really it just creates this separation that gets further and further and further. And so you as a single person, what are you going to do? You want to go on a date. I want to go on a date and have it go well. It seemed to go well one night, and then the second night, the other shoe drops. But that's my life, and that's typical shit. I have this weird thing where like the creator will shine down upon me, and then the creator will also like kick me in the balls and slap me across the face and be like, "What? Oh, okay. Thanks for teaching me that. Can't let too many things go my way, can you?" So that's just how it goes. At least for me. Cool thing is I get to tell the story with a smile on my face and entertain all you guys, right? So it didn't hurt me too bad. I'm not crying over it. There's bitches who cry on TikTok. Like legit cry over a man hurting them. And they cry on TikTok hoping that people will tell them that they're right and all this crap. And so when my dating life goes wrong, I'll just be like, how can I make this into a funny story for everybody? It's the opposite. I'm like, how can I make this into entertainment? It's horribly disappointing for me, but how can I make it fun for you? David says, Jake, make dating content. That would be weird to like go on a date and have it be all on camera and be all open and be like, look, if you want to date me, you have to be on my show. That might fucking work. I wonder if I did that, if that would work. If I was like, look, if you want to date me, it has to be all on camera. Otherwise, no. I bet you I would get some hot attention whores who might think that they're going to come hijack my audience. That might work. Might have to try that. Who wants to date a crazy comedian on YouTube? Right? That'd be funny. That'd be funny if I actually did my own legitimate reality TV game show, like dating style show, but it was real. Like, see, that would be must see TV. I wonder if I could somehow organize that. Probably not. Something trying to get like 20 women who are going to agree to do anything with me. Going to be impossible. Or even to get a woman to agree to do anything with me. It just seems damn near impossible. They got to have a better luck getting 20 guys dressing up like dudes to agree to do something. But that's the world we live in. Jonathan says, you should try it out. Yeah, it's just that easy, right? Just that easy. Just start my own Jake dating game show. Okay, the game show is officially started. Okay, where are they at? All right. Anyone who wants to date me, hurry up and get here and start dating me so we can put it on camera. Otherwise, this show is going to get boring real quick. I totally didn't get to read any comments while I was telling that story, so I'm gonna have to like go back a lot of ways and see if I can find any comments while I was telling that story. What you guys think? There we go. Leslie, a girl, says I wouldn't have bought the clothes for her. So that's when the first red flag happened, but it was clearance rack. She tried them on in front of me, and she was looking cute, and it was like $15. And so I let it slide. But that was when I was like, dude, I hope she doesn't do this to me every time we go on a date. You know, it's not that I don't have a little extra money to spend on like something like that, but I could see it escalating. And of course, she escalated it just like I fucking suspected. She proves me right. My little red flag in my head, she proves it right. The very next date, oh, Not $20 worth of clothes, $70 coffee maker. And you know what? If I'd have said yes to that, she might have went and picked out perfume and God knows what else, you know. She was like, "Oh, let's go to Victoria's Secret." And I'm like, "Victoria's Secret? Ooh, I see what you're gonna do. You're gonna try and get me to buy all." No. So it's a good thing that I cut that off. She can go find that rich dude who she's gonna not fuck and get to buy her a bunch of stuff. That sounds like a good plan. But I'm glad to hear that from a woman. All right. To tell you the truth, Rose, it's just because it's not so much the dollar amount. Like I could have bought her the coffee maker. It was just like on a second date for her, as for her being her age to want that coffee maker and then act like she only wants it if I buy it. Like she didn't buy it with her own money. She put it back. So she didn't even want it that bad. She only wanted it if I was buying it. And so I had to make a point that, like, okay, if you're the type of person that's going to make me buy you a coffee maker, otherwise you don't want to be with me, then fuck you. Let's do it right here, right now. And so we did that. That we played that out, and I accepted it. A lot of guys in my spot with this cute girl would have been like, "Of course I'll buy you a coffee maker." But then she would have been like, "Ooh, here's $90 perfume from Macy's or whatever. Are you gonna buy me this?" See what I'm saying? "Oh, let's go to Victoria's Secret. I'm gonna put on some lingerie for you and try that on, but we haven't touched or done anything. You're gonna buy that too?" You see, don't even want to go there. Don't want to even be put in that position. Let's go ahead and end it here. Bye. So, like I said, if on the first date she like rocked my world, and then she's like, "I love you so much. Please buy me a Hello Kitty coffee maker. I'm an idiot and I need a Hello Kitty coffee maker, and I'll like rock your world anytime you want it." Then I'd be like, "Okay, Hello Kitty coffee maker it is." But it wasn't like that. It was the opposite of that. It was more like, "You want to buy this for me, even though I've done nothing for you?" That's what it was like. I know she was testing me, and I was testing her, and she failed. We both failed each other's test. So she gets to be alone, and I get to be alone, and neither one of us are going to be with each other. Test worked or failed, whichever you see, whichever way, whatever. Right? Those are the facts, Jack. And if you disagree, well, you might be right too, or you might not. Those are the choices. Agree with me, maybe you're right. Disagree, maybe you're wrong, or something else in between. Who knows? That's what we do here. Chit chat show. Good times. Got a random super thanks without any message from 69 Fukit. Thank you, 69 Fukit. Just reminds me, it's been a while since I've been in a 69. That'd be fun to be in a 69 with somebody that you want to be in one with. But no, can't find anyone to 69 with me. Suck. I should start a show, Who Wants to 69 with Jake? Maybe it'll work. Come on! I just want a 69, and I can't find a single woman who looks good enough for me to want her to 69 with me. All the ones that want a 69, I don't want. How's that work? I want a 69, but all the women who do want a 69 me, I don't want a 69 with them. So how the hell is that going to work? There's got to be at least one woman in the world who would enjoy 69ing me, and concurrently I enjoy 69ing her at the same time. I would hope. Question is, can I find that one woman? She might be in like fucking Beijing, Pakistan, fucking New Guinea or whatever, and I can't find her. You know how that goes? We're the one woman who wants to 69 with you. She like lives in like fucking Smackganistan, and you don't even know where that is. You can't even locate her on a map. I hate that. It's always the way it works. Peter Paul Gualtieri says, "Bro, you don't want a woman, especially an American one. If you're gonna tie yourself down, be a passport bro." Ah, thanks, man, but that requires like a lot of planning, and it's like I have to like set up a flight and like leave my stuff behind and go try and like be Jake in another country where I'm not used to being Jake. So it's like it's not as easy as you make it out. Maybe it is because I've never tried. From what I hear, you can go to places like Thailand and be a white, good-looking guy and have an amazing time. But I haven't done that. So maybe I should. You're probably right, and I'm probably just being an idiot and just trying the same stupid shit with American women over and over again. So yeah, you're probably right, dude. I'm an idiot. I should probably do what you say. Maybe in the future I'll look into becoming a passport bro. Tired of these American hoe. I need to become a passport bro for show. Smoking on the Indo. What you need to do is you need to go overseas and you need to find yourself a nice Asian lady. Nice Asian lady clean up for you. She clean your hand. She make you feel good. She makes sure that you're always being good. You need to make it like a do. What? Gross. Are we having fun? This is a comedy show, by the way, just in case anyone was wondering. It's a big fat comedy show. It's supposed to make you laugh. It's this type of comedy that only I do. Javid says they arrested Tupac's killer. Fake. Yeah, after all these years, they finally found Tupac's killer. Right. Pretty sure everyone and their mama thinks that Tupac's not only alive, but he's a Kill the MC. So whether he's a Kill the MC or not, pretty much like everyone and their mama nowadays is like, yeah, Tupac's still alive. Dude's not dead. It's like one of the most obvious death faker. That's like the thing that opened my eyes to death fakers before I even knew about the Illuminati was Tupac. I remember being a teenager and being like, that his death doesn't make any sense. Just doesn't make sense. He's probably still alive and in Cuba. So even when I was a teenager, before I was even into conspiracies, his death seemed fake to me. So yeah, that's probably like the most obvious fake death of all time. So anyone who they're like, we arrested the Tupac murder. Yeah, that's this just to see how retarded you are, I guess. I don't know. I like how the other rappers like Snoop have to continue on with the story like Tupac died in Las Vegas. Mike Tyson, Tupac's old buddies, they have to keep being actors pretending that like he died back in Vegas. So they always have to like maintain that ridiculous story. Yeah, I had loved Tupac. Yeah, I was real sad when he died. Yeah, know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? I was there.
very sad when Tupac died. We were very close friends. Yeah.
Yes, Tupac was a trained actor, feminine ballerina dancer. That's why he was the best rapper actor of all of them. There hasn't ever been a rapper actor as good as Tupac. So if you really think about it, the dude did his job extremely well. Now that I look back at it, it's like, holy shit, that's a talented man. Yeah, he was a sellout and used his talents to serve evil purposes, and holy shit, it worked. Holy shit, it worked. But pure talent wise, acting, for him to be able to turn on that thug character and get like even white people like me to like be like, he's awesome. I love his music. Like, yeah, that's some talent. And I ain't trying to kiss his ass because he's a total evil sellout who faked his death and he's still in bed with these evil record companies and crooked industries. He's been a part of it ever since he faked his death. So don't think that he's uh, anti-Illuminati in any sort of way. Chiam says, Jake, that's that why the women love him and hate us. Well, if you're on TV, you can get women to love you, but they won't really love you. It's because they're in love with the attention that you're getting. You see what I'm saying? So like, if you had a record contract in the 80s and you were on MTV, then yeah, you could have your pick of whatever chick you wanted, you know? So, um, is it love at that point? You know what I mean? So, once the, I don't even know where I'm going with that. Anyway, I was going to make a point and then the point escaped me. So I should probably not try and make a point from now on ever again. Never make any points ever again. That's that's a good idea. Fat Boy wants me to talk about fake moon. Well, did you know that when the Indian rocket mission land on the moon, did they land on the south pole of the moon and they launched a rover and it went roving around the south pole of the moon? And do you know what they expect to maybe quite possibly find? They hope to maybe find water on the moon with the rover going roving around looking for the water. And then maybe quite possibly there will be alien life within the water on the moon, which is what we and Lord Shiva expect to discover on the moon. We pray to the Lord Shiva that the rocket ship arrives safely to the moon and that the computer rocket does not get destroyed on the way to the moon. It is very expensive. All right. That's how I talk about the moon. You know what some guy said the other day? That I copy everything that he does. And then when you look at his channel, there's nothing like what I do on his channel. There's nothing that's the same. And he tells his audience that I steal his ideas and copy him. He's so insignificant and small. I'm not going to tell you who he is because he doesn't matter. but I know he watches. So yeah, dude, you think I copied you? What happened with that Dolphins pick, bro? I didn't copy you there, did I? Hey, what happened with all those picks that I didn't pick the same as you, and I got the majority of them right, even when I had a bad day? Okay, I'm talking to a dude through the camera and not letting you know who he is. That's what's going on here. See Me Rollin' says, can you do Indian Richie from Boston? Oh, geez, you're going to challenge me, dude. That's like Indian Richie from Boston. God, you're challenging me to the creative extent of my abilities, brother, with this one. Because I do a really good Indian voice. And I do the world's best Richie from Boston. So to try to make Richie from Boston be Indian, how the fuck is that even going to work? I was like, I want to try it, but this could crash and burn. Let me see if I can somehow figure this out. I've been. I can't do it. I can't decide how I'm going to be an Indian Richie from Boston. I just ran 10,000 simulations in my head, and I can't do it. God damn it! You stumped me. I wish I could do it. The minute I turn the Indian thing on, it takes away from the Richie from Boston thing, and Richie from Boston has a Boston East Coast thing. So to then turn his accent into an Indian accent, it can't be done. It can't be done. You got me. I don't even want to desecrate both my perfect impressions by trying. I was about to, and I realized it can't be done. You got me. I would refund your money right now if I could, because I disappointed you. I'm sorry. I don't have the ability to do that. The minute I start talking like I'm Richie from Boston and trying to, or I do a rover and adding to that, trying to sex those two together, it stumps me. Can't do it. I wish I could. I'm a man who can admit when I don't have the talent to complete that mission. There's no comedian in the world better than me who could do Richie from Boston Indian impression and do it right. It's not something that can be done. If I can't do it, it cannot be done. If you think you can do a Richie from Boston Indian impression, then upload it on your channel and tag me in it, and I'll show it to everybody. And we'll decide as a group if you did a good job or not. Okay. Moving on. So now I guess I have to do a Richie from Boston regular impression. I wish for a second that I could do some sort of Indian accent, but that goes against every fiber of my being. I've been reading the Bible every minute of every day, and Lord Shiva can kiss my you-know-what. And that is why I will never, ever, I repeat, ever talk with an Indian accent. It is simply something that is physically impossible to do. At any rate, I digress. Like, share, and subscribe, or don't. I have a link below if you want to buy gold. You should put all your life savings into a piece of paper that says you own gold somewhere. All right, I do it. You should do it. But at any rate, there you go. See Me Rolling says, thanks for trying. Well, yeah, see, it sounds funny, an Indian Richie from Boston, but yeah, dude, the Indian accent is not anywhere near the same as a Boston accent. And so the minute I start trying to make those two things the same thing, I'm going to run into a fucking problem. You see what I'm saying? So even a comedic genius like myself can't make that work. I wish I could. Thank you for a super chat for thanking me for trying. I appreciate you thanking me for trying. Ah. All right. Are you guys still having fun? If you're having fun right now, hit the thumbs up button. A lot of you guys haven't done it. So right now, everyone here, right now, hit the thumbs up button. In fact, I'm going to put a number that I want to see hit. We're going to hit it. I want to see 200 thumbs up. 200 thumbs up right now because you guys are slacking on the thumbs, and I know there's enough people here to get it done. So before we continue with the show, 200 thumbs up right here, right now. You're going to make it happen. That's what's going to happen. I see 186. It's happening fast. You guys take direction good. So all we need is a few stragglers. Smack that thumbs up. And we're going to continue over 200 thumbs up because that's the way it is. All right. There you go. Good time. Oh, look, the Jets are hanging around down by 8 points, and the spread was like 8.5 or whatever. Of course. Of course, they're hanging around right on the spread number. Assholes. All right. So here's the thing. I'm going to do De Niro without speaking. There you go. De Niro without speaking. Ta-da! I like that one because it requires minimal effort. All I have to do is squint and look like myself for a few seconds. My De Niro without speaking impersonation, man, I love it because it's dead on and it requires minimal effort. I love it. It's the best. All right. You know, one I haven't broken out in a while. I probably should. But hold on. Javid sent me a super chat. It says, the last image of Tupac and Suge in the car, you'll see the car has no keys and plates and no traffic in Vegas. Yeah, dude, all the car scenes don't match up. There's like 3 different cars that they used in the pictures, bullet holes in different spots, bullet hole locations not matching up to where Tupac's body is. And there's just so many things that are out of whack if you go back and look at it. But yeah, his death, even like I said, before I was even into any conspiracy, I was looking at that as a teenager like, that doesn't make sense. And he called himself Machiavelli, and Machiavelli was a guy who faked his death. So even when I was a teenager, I knew that shit was whack. And that just goes to show you that those celeb actors, they maintain that same fake story, right? So Tyson, for the rest of his life, is going to maintain that his best pal Tupac got killed, right? He has to maintain that story forever now. Same with Snoop Dogg, right? And then you wonder, like, how many times they probably hung out with him, like, since then. Like, how many times have Tupac and, as Akil the MC or whatever, how many times has he hung out with Snoop and Mike Tyson, in the last bunch of years? But those guys have to keep pretending that he's dead. See what I'm saying? So when you sell your soul, like, yeah, dude, there's a character you have to play forever. That just goes to show you not one single celebrity's on your side. Like none of them are gonna be like, oh yeah, Tupac totally faked that shit. And that's the most obvious one, and you can't really find any celebrities to tell you that celebrities are faking their deaths. Even the obvious ones. To me, the most blatantly obvious celebrity switcheroo that everyone should notice is Dave Chappelle. That's not Dave Chappelle. Whoever's playing that part of Dave Chappelle, I don't know exactly who it is. I have my suspicions, but this is not the original Dave. Totally not even close. And shit, I'm just surprised that more people don't throw a fit over it. There's quite a big community that don't think it's Dave, but still, Imposter Dave continues to do his thing. And all the celebs in Hollywood just pretend like that's real Dave. You know, I saw the other day a guy tell some truth who I didn't expect. I saw one of the Insane Clown Posse members, Violent J, actually tell some truth, like deadpan tell the truth in a way that no celebrity does. And I was like, holy shit, he just said the real thing. So, Violent J from Insane Clown Posse, when somebody asked him about Eminem, he was like, "Dude, I think you could actually have sex with Eminem and not be gay because he actually has a vagina." I was like, "Dude, he just told the truth. Holy shit." And they asked him like, "What do you think about what did you ever meet the wrestler China?" And he was like, "Yeah, I didn't like him." So Violent J from Insane Clown Posse will come out and actually tell you whether somebody is a boy or a girl or not. And they think he's just kidding when he says it. So in the interviews where he's telling you the truth about what they are, they take it like it's a big joke. They were like, "Didn't you have a feud with Eminem? And what do you think of Eminem?" He's like, "Actually, you could uh you could have sex with Eminem because he actually has a vagina and you wouldn't even be gay." Like that's what Violent J said, and I was like, dude, he's not even kidding. Like that's not even a joke. That's just like hilarious because it's true. And the guy interviewing him totally thought he was just kidding. Yet if you look at China's thing, it looked strangely like it was a penis that was turned into a other into yeah. I don't want to say too much and get kicked off here on YouTube, so I have to watch what I say about these things. But let's just say there's a pornographic film of China, and it looks to me like her vagina is it used to be a penis. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, can you watch a porno with China in it? And does it appear that she has woman's parts? Yeah. You be the judge. Yeah, I'm dancing around this topic very. I'm like, dude, this stream's going really well, and it could all go to shit if I say the wrong thing. It's comedy, YouTube. We're all having fun here. So here's the thing. Here's what I found funny in wrestling. the audience knows it's not a real fight. So the majority of the people who go watch wrestling who aren't children know it's not a real fight. And even the children are told by their parents it's not a real fight. So they go knowing it's a show. But here's the thing. They think that the women in the ring are real women. They do. WWE fans think every woman on the roster is a real woman. They do. In fact, let me show you some examples of these. Okay, so for instance, Ric Flair's daughter, Charlotte Flair, pull up an example. So people think in the WWE that they're cheering for women. I don't know, man. Seems to me every single woman on that roster you can look at and scratch your head and be like, are you sure? I mean, watch. So this is like a 13-time champion right here, women's champion, they call it. Look at that. Look at the shoulders. Look at this. Look at these gigantic shoulders. And then no hips, straight up and down, no hips whatsoever. And you know what? People in the who go to WWE events, they don't think for a second that these aren't biological women. In fact, they think that they're totally women and they fawned over them. They think that they're beautiful. So WWE fans actually lust over these performers. And it's very clear when you take a look of what they really are. Look at these shoulders on Bianca Belair. Here's a girl, Bianca Belair, with gigantic shoulders, small chest, and she can hoist other performers in the air like they're nothing. And we're to believe that these are two women in there, right? So basically, all the top performers in the WWE that they're calling women. Okay. Here's the girl they just signed. This is the hot new prospect. You guys tell me what you think. I'm not going to judge. I'm not here to judge. I want you guys to tell me what you think that this person is. That's all I'm going to say. You guys tell me right now what you think that this person is right here. Ready? Are you guys ready? You're going to tell me in the comments what this person is. Okay, go. Go. Yeah. 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 It's getting more blatantly obvious. Now the WWE are smacking their fans in the face like, yeah, look at these really muscular women who wrestle better than any woman who's ever wrestled before. And they're buff and strong. Wow. And they have weird looking boobs and faces, but they're totally women. Isn't that crazy how talented these new breed of women are? Nice try, WWE. Yeah, the WWE fans are clueless. WWE fans know it's not a real fight, but they think that those are women. All of them. Every damn one of them in the audience thinks that that right there on screen is the hottest up and coming woman superstar. There's people right now who are excited to see this performer because she's such a talented up and coming superstar. They want to see her wrestle. So when I say like try and find one biological woman on that roster, the WWE roster, seriously, try and find one. There's maybe one or two that I'm like, okay, out of the entire roster. All the rest, yeah. But the WWE isn't honest about that. They don't tell everyone that. They tell everyone that they're entertainment, but they don't tell everyone that other secret. So even they're still keeping secrets from their audience. Lots of secrets being kept. And it shouldn't be a secret. It should be obvious, right? What about Becky Lynch? What is her nickname? What's Becky Lynch's nickname? Anyone? Does anyone know Becky Lynch's nickname? You have to be a wrestling nerd to know this. But when you find out what her nickname is, it's hilarious. What is Becky Lynch's nickname for those who are wrestling nerds? That's right. Becky the Man Lynch. And what they do is they put them in relationships with male superstars to make you think that they're an actual couple. Those relationships are fake, just like the storylines are fake. So if you think that like Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch are a male female couple, well, you're playing into the storylines that they created. Check this out. Vince McMahon's children might not even really be his children. That might have been a storyline all along. Vince McMahon might not even be alive anymore, and they have a fake Vince McMahon pretending to be Vince McMahon, who doesn't even look like Vince McMahon. They had Triple H pretending like he was with China for a number of years. Triple H pretends he's in a relationship with Stephanie. All those relationships in wrestling, suspect, pretend. That is one of the most satanic organizations that there has ever been. If you really look into that organization and how it works and all the people who've mysteriously died there, yeah, that organization, one of the most satanic organizations that ever existed, without a doubt. They're wheeling out a guy who doesn't look like Vince McMahon and pretending like Vince McMahon's still alive. And at this point, there hasn't been a sighting of Vince McMahon looking like Vince McMahon in a long time. So they can keep you believing in someone who's not even alive. They can have a lady dress up like Lita and not be Lita and be like, it's Lita from the Attitude Era. And it's not even her. And people are paying money to see a character that's not even the real fucking person. That's what they can do. At this point, The Rock doesn't even look like The Rock to me anymore. The Rock seems like it might be some other dude. I'm not kidding. Go back and look at The Rock when he started and look at him now and be like, okay, so just because you started making movies in Hollywood, you turned into this gigantoloid, weird looking monster thing. I don't know, dude. So when it comes to Hollywood and that organization, especially WWE, a whole lot of satanic shit, shape shifting shit. Anyone think I'm kidding around about that? Watch, I'm going to show you Vince McMahon, what he looks like today. And we're going to talk about this for a second. Okay. So Vince McMahon, all of a sudden, we never see him anymore. There's just a few pictures here and there. And he doesn't do videos anymore. And he doesn't show up to live events. But now we're supposed to believe that this is Vince McMahon now. Vince chooses to dye his hair black, and now he chooses to grow a pencil-thin mustache. Even though he never looked like that ever before, now he's going to choose to look like that. Not buying it, dude. This is Vince McMahon. This is what Vince McMahon looks like. And then suddenly it turned into this thing. Not Vince McMahon anymore. I'm not stupid, dude. That looks like a fucking mask. That looks like somebody's wearing a mask to me. It looks like somebody is, and then they change the hair and the mustache to throw you off. That way, when you think it doesn't look like Vince, you think it's just because he changed his hair. No, it's not because he changed his hair. That's not Vince McMahon, dude. People tell me I'm crazy. No, dude, I'm one of the only people who's awake and smart enough to see through this shit. I'm one of the only people paying attention in the world who notices. I think you smoke too much stuff. Yeah, okay. And Vince McMahon changed his hair color and grew a pencil-thin mustache and never shows up anymore. And sold his company to the same organization that's the UFC now. Sure. That all makes sense. I think the old Vince would have never, ever let this company go. So I think the only way they got this company out of Vince's hands is to get rid of Vince. So there you go. Vince McMahon's children. How do you even know those were even his children? Stephanie or Shane McMahon? They're part of the business. They've been part of the business. You can have a fake child, a fake wife in this business. Right? Someone says it's a clone. Oh, so you think they grow a Vince in a test tube and then spit them out and it knows how to be Vince on camera? It's a dude in a mask. Do you realize that they have masks that you can wear that are so hyper realistic that you will become someone else? If you were to give me some of these masks and let me use my talents, I'd blow your damn mind. If I could ever get my hands on some of these CIA masks, I would be unstoppable. In fact, they can't let someone like me get a hold of those masks because I would be unstoppable. So, yeah, there's masks that you can wear that will make you a celebrity. They're that good. They'll make you appear to be that person, so much so that if you even acted like them slightly, everyone would believe it. So, yeah, I think there's a Vince McMahon mask, and I think they purposely made the hair dark and different, and they purposely added a pencil-thin mustache so that you think that if he looks weird, it's just because of that. I'm hyper intelligent and I can see through all of this. So, yeah. Rocky, you're funny. Make my own mask. I don't think I have the materials or the ability to do that. There's things I'm good at and there's things I'm not good at. Like, for instance, like when my car breaks down, I'm not good at fixing it. So I have someone else do that for me. But like if I want to tell a funny joke and entertain an audience on YouTube, oh hell yeah, I'm good at that. So I know what I'm good at and I know what I'm not good at. And I know that I'm not going to be good at making a mask that's real, that'll fake people out. Like if you told me right now to make a mask that turns me into Obama and I have to fake people out with it, dude, that'd be impossible. So I know what I'm good at and I know what I'm not good at. And I don't think I have the ability, I don't have the equipment or the wherewithal or the know how to make my own CIA mask. But Rocky, if you can do it, you do it and then send me the mask and I'll put it on. Rocky, make me an Obama mask, or better yet, make me a Trump mask and send me the Trump mask, and then I'll put it on and act like Trump and get billions of views, and everyone will think I'm Trump. Okay, Rocky? Rocky, right now, I need you to get to work and make a realistic CIA Trump mask, the bestest one that you could possibly make, and send it to me. I don't have the ability to do it, as I already mentioned, but you do. So you do it, you send it to me, and if you do, I'll give you $100. People who are new here are like, this is a weird channel. Does he do this all the time? Like, kind of. All right, Rocky. What I'm going to need you to do is I'm going to need you to make me a mask so that when I return as your Lord and Savior, President of the greatest country that there ever was in 2024, all right, we are fixing to start a revolution, and I'm going to need the best Trump face that you could possibly create. Rocky E. Shepard, are you willing to help me, Trump 2024? Do you realize when I install Trumptricity, it's going to be the end of the Biden administration, all right? When I install Trumptricity, it's going to be cleaner, greener, more efficient, all right? And here's the best part. You know who are going to make pay for the whole thing? China. There you go. So yeah, send me that Trump mask. It'll make my impression better. You know what's hilarious? Every once in a while, someone will still tell me, Jake, you're wrong about Trump. Someone still will tell me that whenever I mention him in any sort of way. Somebody will be like, I don't see why you're making fun of Trump. Him and the white hats are taking over the world right now and purging the world of the Satanists. And they're saving the children right now. Just sit back and enjoy the show. Okay. Anytime anyone tells me I'm wrong about Trump, it just pretty much is like, you know, you're wrong about Trump. Just automatic, just face palm. I'm sure someone here in this chat will be like, what do you mean? Trump's amazing. Probably a Trumper here in chat, I'm sure. I'm pretty good with my chat at weeding out the Trumpers. And of course, if any Trumpers do show up and I start talking bad about him, then they go, whoa, so you voted for Biden? And then we laugh even harder when they assume that I must like the other guy. That's when we laugh twice as hard. I turn on this here machine that makes it cool. There. Sildar Hazelshade says, "You're wrong about Trump. Trumptricity is a psyop. It's going to be Elect-Trump City." Ooh, I see what you did there. Good one. Oh, here's a question. It says, is FPV Angel a shill? Well, he doesn't show his face, and he pushes Mercator map with a sun going across in a straight line, which doesn't make sense. And you can prove yourself by going out and doing your own observations that like it doesn't match the sun just going across in a straight line and starting back over again. That it doesn't work. So yeah, he's pushing some disinfo. He's basically the rectangle Earth shill. Square Earth rectangle map shill. He's that guy. Yes, if you're ever around a conservative who tells you that Trump is doing away with the bad guys behind the scenes and is putting people in Guantanamo Bay, like I've heard the Trumpers say stuff like, Trump put the real Ellen in Guantanamo. That's why there's a fake Ellen pretending to be Ellen right now, because Trump put the real one in Guantanamo. Yeah, Jake, you're right. The real Dave Chappelle's in Guantanamo because Trump put him there. You know what I mean? So they're trying to take the celebrity replace thing and try and act like Trump is the reason why they got replaced, and it's good stuff. Yeah, the real Dave Chappelle was a Satanist, and so Trump in the White House replaced him with a good Dave Chappelle. Like, what? So that's the whole thing, that they're trying to like cover up the celebrity replacement theory with like acting like it's Trump and the good guys doing it behind the scenes. So stupid. And if you think that that's made up, no, there's people out there believing in the most ridiculous of Quanon tales. So whatever Quanon tales are out there that seem ridiculous, rest assured there's people believing it. All right, I need to take a quick break, and I will give you guys something fun to watch while I use the restroom real quick. All right. So we'll watch a video of me performing at an open mic a long time ago. So anybody wondering who I am, where I came from, before I ever started this channel, I was playing at open mics and slapping the bass and wearing funny hats. So before this character ever was a thing on YouTube, I was doing my own funny or funky slap bass deal. So here's a video from 13 years ago. Wow, time flies. One's called Booty Bumpin'. Let me go ahead and get it all queued up for you.
got my brain all feeling hazy, and this is what I know. Solo bass get the booty bumping like the night before. Love to take it slowly on. No, I love it fast. Memory of a fading baby, gotta make it last. Last, got to make it last. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. I'm only good for free, baby. I've been feeling lately. Something is right now, since you gotta make I look crazy. Got me feeling something. This is what I know. Get that booty bumping, just like the night before. I said I like to take it slowly, but you know I love it fast. My memories are fading, girl. I think I'm about to blast. Oh, damn, girl. Think I'm about to blast. Oh, damn, girl. Think I'm about to blast. Blast, 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 blast. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Booty bumping.
All right. Old times. So yeah, that was a old performance at an open mic many years ago. That's a song called Booty Bumpin'. I wrote that. All right. Oh, thanks. So if you want to see songs like that, I have probably hundreds of performances from years ago here on YouTube. If you search Solo Bass Jake, you can watch old performances of me performing my solo bass stuff in Modesto at open mics and find probably 50, 100 different videos. So yeah, there's plenty of videos out there, and I'll be performing a lot of the same songs, but like each time I play those songs, I would do it a little differently because they're jams, you know? So anytime you watch one of my live videos, even if I play the same song, I do it a little differently each time. So yeah, there's hundreds of videos before I ever even started this channel of me just playing at open mics. Yep, just for the love of music back then. You know, you didn't get paid to get played at to pay at the. You didn't get paid to play at the open mic or anything, but it was fun to do because they had a really good crowd there, and me and my friend would host the open mic, and it got really popular. So we would also play at the open mic that we were hosting, and we would always have a really good crowd there. So I miss those days. Oh, there's still open mics out there. I just don't go to them. You know, there's plenty here in Sacramento where I live. I just don't go to them. I guess I could. I could bring the camera with me and randomly show up to an open mic, and it would be a cool video if I did that. But yeah, I haven't in a long time. And then that open mic that we used to run, they don't do it anymore. But at one time, that was in Modesto. Like that was the open mic. And there would be anywhere from 50 to 100 people there every Sunday night. And sometimes the performers who showed up were awesome, and then other times they were terrible, and everything in between. So it was a cool place. But yeah, it's no longer. As most good things, they come to an end. Oh no, somebody's saying Jake from State Farm. Here's the thing. If you say Jake from State Farm, that means you've watched enough advertisements that you associate my name with an advertisement. And so they've got you repeating their advertisement slogan. So you have to have the wherewithal to be like, okay, an insurance company that's tied to the NFL and has more money than God is making you think this, and you're going to say it. Don't do it. Fight the urge. I'm not Jake from State Farm. You're not clever for saying that. It's not funny. They raped your brain with a corporate dick is what happened. I'm sorry. It's okay. I'm here to help. I'm not Jake from State Farm. And no Jake that you meet will ever be Jake from State Farm, and it will never be funny. And any Jake who you call Jake from State Farm is going to hate you. So don't do it. This is a message from Jake the asshole, not from State Farm. All right. There you go. Wasn't that funny? I think it was. Do we got someone being rude here, Rose? If Rose thinks that someone's being rude, and then that someone is thinking that they're going to talk smack about me in my chat and get away with it and then pretend like it's just their free opinion, well, I might have my free opinion too. So who is it? Who wants to talk shit about me right here in my chat? Go ahead. Show yourselves. Come on, trolls. I know you're here. Start talking shit here. I'll bring you up and make fun of you, and we'll all laugh, and then I'll kick you out. Come on. Bring it. If you hate me, bring it. Let's hear what you got to say. Better yet, you want to show your face and come on camera with me? I bet you won't. Bet you won't. I bet whoever wants to talk shit about me will have nothing on their profile, no videos and no pictures of their face. It'll just be a random profile that wants to come here and talk shit, usually. No one dares do it. Have a face and stand behind their words, right? Because I might make them look like a fool. Guaranteed. Yeah, it wouldn't be a good idea to hate me, being as I'm so awesome and doing a really awesome thing, so you probably shouldn't hate me. And if you do, that means you're a piece of shit if you do hate me. Because only a piece of shit can hate me, because I'm awesome. So, if Rose thinks that you're being rude, maybe you were. And maybe you need to work on that, sir. All right, good. I'm glad we all have peace here. Rich Dog Green says, I don't hate you, but I want to come on camera with you. Of course, everybody always wants to come on and be the star of this show, but yeah, I just don't know if I want to do that. I've thought about bringing random people on my show, but then I've seen what happens when other people do that, and it tends to drag things down. So, as much as I love my audience, if I just let anybody jump on with me randomly without vetting them first, it could be a disaster. So, I would totally bring on just random anybody, but then that leaves me open to, the random person doing God knows what. So, yeah, always I've brought people on the channel before who stabbed me in the back. I've given shout outs to people who then go stab me in the back. So I'm kind of weary about bringing anyone on or being friendly with anyone on YouTube that much, because my track record of being nice to people and having them stab me in the back for no reason, it happens a lot. It just seems to happen a lot. So, yeah, got to watch who I bring on camera with me, or who I bring on in general. But check this out. I was thinking it would be fun to debate against fanboys. I think if I was to debate against an NFL fanboy here on my channel and make them look foolish, that would be good content. What do you guys think? Would you like to see me bring on a typical fanboy, like a guy who wears football jerseys? Like one of these fans who wears his favorite player's jersey? Do you think it would be fun if I brought on an NFL fanboy and then debated whether or not the NFL is fake? I mean, I'm pretty sure I would mop the floor with any fanboy and make them look ridiculous. And there's no way for me to lose because I'm not wrong. So I think it would be hilarious if I did a debate show where I just mop the floor with every fanboy who thinks they're going to come on and tell me that I've never played football. Because let's be honest, any fanboy who comes on here, what are they going to say? You've never played football before. Actually, yes, I have. And playing football is not necessary to know it's fake. Next. The secret's too big. Somebody would have told the secret. They sign non-disclosure agreements, and there's lots of money in keeping your mouth shut and zero money in opening your mouth. And the TV's not going to broadcast anyone telling the truth. So therefore, telling the truth doesn't make sense for anybody who's been taking money to play fake football. Next. You're just mad because your team lost. Nope. See, they don't have an argument. So any fanboy who I bring on is going to tell me that the secret's too big. And then when I smash that argument, they're going to tell me I've never played football, that I don't know what I'm talking about. And I have played football, and I do know what I'm talking about. So that won't be an argument. So what argument do they have left? That the guys are just missing all those tackles and they're trying their hardest at the same time? They're dropping all those passes and trying their hardest at the same time, right? Is that what they're going to go with? It'll be hilarious when I ask a fanboy when they watch 5 NFL guys miss. I'm going to ask them, what about you? Do you think you could have made that tackle? Because you're so good at football. Don't you think you could have done better? I'm going to put a fanboy in a position where he has to explain whether he would have made the tackle that the NFL player missed, or whether the NFL player is so awesome that he himself would have also dove on his face and looked like a fool. So imagine this. I show a fanboy a play where 3-4 guys dive on their face and let the ball runner get a touchdown. And I'm like, look, let's say you're trying to tackle that guy. Don't you think that you would have done a better job? Then they're going to have to say, yeah, I would have done a better job than those NFL guys. Or they're going to have to say, oh, no, I would have done a worse job. I would have also dove on my face and looked stupid. So I'm going to put a fanboy in a position where they have to admit that they're either going to dive on their face and look retarded, or that they would have made the tackle and done better than the NFL player. And so when they go ahead and tell me that they would have probably made that tackle and done better, I'd be like, wow, isn't that crazy that I agree that you're a better football player than the guys on TV who are paid to be football players? I agree, fanboy, that you could have made that tackle. I'm going to agree with a fanboy that they can tackle better than the guys that they think are playing real football. And it's going to really mess them up. They're not going to understand how they just got destroyed and how to undestroy themselves. So I think if I do this debate, it won't even be a debate. If I bring on a fanboy and make it out like it's a debate and then just demolish them wipe the floor with them over and over again. I think that could be like one of my new types of content. And you know what? Nobody else is doing it. I would be the only one. So there's that. And I don't think anyone's going to steal my idea and start doing it better than I would do it. So if anyone tries to steal my idea starting now, I'll just do it better anyway, so it won't matter. Yeah. Like this guy right here. Could you get within, he's probably kidding. I'll take it. I'll hope that he's kidding. Could you get within 10 yards of Tyreek Hill? Sure. Sure I could. If I was trying my hardest and he was on the sidelines and I had the angle, I could push that man out of bounds. I'll bet you I could push him out of bounds. It seems NFL players don't even know how to do that. A guy can be right next to the sidelines. You don't even need to tackle him. You just need to shove him out of bounds, but they can't do it. So I'm suggesting I have the wherewithal to know how to shove someone out of bounds if they happen to be next to the sidelines, which makes me already better than basically every NFL defender right now. I'm better than everyone who plays defense in the NFL because I know how to push someone out of bounds. Ta-da! There you go. I'm the best player in the NFL at defense because I know how to push someone out of bounds. That's why they won't let me play. Because they know I'll stop points from being scored. And they want points on the board. That's why they won't let me play NFL football, is because I would push guys out of bounds and make actual tackles and swat the ball and shit. And so they don't want someone like me exposing that it's fake and being like, dude, this little white guy who's just some dude like coming off the couch is playing better than all the pros. He's exposing how fake it is. That's why they won't let me play. Because if I did play, I would play better than these pros. And then they would have to be forced to explain why Jake the asshole is outplaying them. Get it? I hope you do. If you don't, it's probably because you're stupid. There's only two ways. You either get it and you're smart and you're awesome, or you don't get it, you're stupid, get out of here. Those are your choices. Okay. Like, check this out. I could pay a bum $500 and be like, I want you to try your hardest to tackle this guy. And you'll get way more of an effort than the NFL players. Right? A bum with no athletic ability who's old and out of shape, if you wave $500 at him and tell him, dude, I'll give you this $500, but you got to tackle that dude who's bigger than you, he'll go do it. The bum will find the ability to tackle the player. Trust me. But then they'd have to explain why the bum was able to make that tackle. Why? How come the players aren't putting in enough effort that they can't even break out of a bum's tackle? Yeah, see, the NFL would never put themselves in a situation by playing real football. That's why it's so fake. Because if it was real, yeah, then it would look real, and I wouldn't be talking about it. So here's the thing: if it was real, then it would look real, and I wouldn't be talking about it at all, and nobody would watch these videos if it was real. But since it's fake, that's why I get so many views, and so many people agree with me. So if you think it's real, but somehow all these people agree with me and we're just wrong, well, what does that tell you? Yes, the NFL has been doing business with Budweiser for a long, long time. So Budweiser, Bud Light, all of its products are all over every NFL team's stadium. And then they have cronies like Pat McAfee, who pretends to be like your friend. Oh, go bet on Fondue. Oh, I'm betting on Fondue. I got $500 free for signing up with my promo code on Fondue because I'm a fawn on Fondue. I'm Pat McAfee with Fondue. I'm your friend. Let's drink a Bud Light and get drunk and bet on the games. So they want you to think Pat McAfee's your buddy and you're going to drink some Bud Lights before the game and discuss your football picks with Pat McAfee, and he's here to lead you, to like a beating FanDuel, who he works for. So they've got these cronies pushing you piss water, Bud Light, right? That wonderful product. And all the NFL teams and stadiums are in bed with Budweiser. And you don't see, none of the fans have a problem with that. So there's fans who are super conservative who are like, I'm never drinking Bud Light ever again. But then they go to a Steelers game or a Packers game or whatever, and then you see them in the stands drinking beer. It's like, oh yeah, is that not an Anheuser-Busch product? You're drinking one of the other corporate piss waters, right? So you're still going to like go to the stadium where they have the Bud Light logo pasted everywhere, but you're not going to drink it. You're going to drink the 805 instead. I'm not drinking that Bud Light, but I'm going to support an NFL team that supports Bud Light, and I'm going to watch Pat McAfee, who supports Bud Light, and then I'm going to drink 805 beer instead, because I don't want to support Bud Light. That's an NFL fan. Yeah, you know how many guys like watch that dude and like think that he's cool, and then he's also tied in with WWE. So they have these cronies, and Pat McAfee's one of the biggest shill cronies of all, and their audience just consists of like drunken NFL fanboys who will repeat any sort of thing that Pat McAfee says and just regurgitate his opinions and just repeat that behavior. It's quite terrible. So you got sports bars across America with people who basically pretend that they are Pat McAfee at the sports bar. Imagine talking to one of these guys about their fantasy team. Kill me. When a guy starts telling me about his fantasy team, it's like, oh yeah, I'm going to go take a diarrhea right now. But keep talking about your fantasy stuff while I'm gone. And then when I get back, I'll continue listening. Oh, you ever get that guy? I want to tell you about his fantasy team and how he lost the last game because the other team was cheating. Dude, I don't care. I don't play fantasy football. I only pick the games so I can piss off the NFL. Like fantasy football sucks, dude. I don't care about the players. I hate the players. I hate all of them. They're all sellouts. I'd never buy their jerseys. I don't root for any of them. I only pick the games to put pressure on the NFL as being the guy who says it's fake, also picking games. I don't give a flying fart about your fantasy team or any of the players. No, I don't play fantasy football. Screw all the players. Oh, I hope that this guy scores so that my fantasy team wins. Like, screw your fantasy team. I hope all the players get injured. For real. I hope every player gets really injured and they cancel the rest of the damn year and I don't get to make any more picks. I do, but it's not going to happen. But I wish it. I wish it with every fiber of my being. That's just funny to say, even if it's not true. But it is. Okay, Noble Truth says, fuck you, Pat McAfee. Yeah, basically anyone with the name Pat just turns out to be a piece of shit. So Pat McAfee, piece of shit. Pat Truthner, piece of shit. Those are the only examples I have. Those are the only examples I need. Pieces of shit. Get them out of my life. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate that, buddy. I have Justin Jefferson on my fantasy team, and like he went off today, and like we won the fantasy trophy, and I fantasized about when I won a fantasy game. I'm the fantasy owner of a fantasy team, and I live in a fantasy where I fantasize about these players' behinds, and I fantasize about like showering with them because it's a big fantasy. So I play fantasy football because it's fun. There you go. Fantasy football. There we go. Here's one that says, Jake, you were so right about Taylor Swift trying to get women interested in football. All the announcers have talked about the whole game. Yeah, dude, here's the deal. Taylor Swift, whether it's a man or a woman or whatever, as an entity, Taylor Swift is worth a lot of money and is gigantically popular. Taylor Swift can sell out any stadium in the world. Think about that. Taylor Swift, as an artist, can say she's going to play a concert and it will sell out, guaranteed, anywhere in the world. And then she could do a second date the next night and it would sell out too. So she's more popular than an entire NFL team. So let's say that the San Diego Chargers, they can't fill up SoFi Stadium, but Taylor Swift can fill up SoFi Stadium. The San Diego Chargers playing against the Raiders can barely, maybe, sell out SoFi Stadium. Maybe. There'll probably still be empty seats, but Taylor Swift can sell out SoFi Stadium and there won't be any empty seats. Do you understand? So what that means is Taylor Swift as an entity is more popular than an NFL franchise, more popular than many NFL franchises. So by including her in with the Chiefs, it makes the Chiefs basically the most popular franchise right next to the Cowboys. So they want that Midwest Chiefs flagship franchise to be looked at as more important, and they get to bring in the women. So trust me, there's a whole lot of dollar bills in play. And yeah, bringing in women buy shit. They like to buy the jerseys. Women like to wear the players' jerseys and shit just as much as the guys do. They like to, wear their cutesy little team color shit. So merchandising is big and women spend money on merchandise. And so you better bet your ass that they're going to use Taylor Swift. Now, here's another thing the NFL's doing. They have these leftist liberal slogans, like end racism and stuff like that. And I even saw this week they had like a bunch of rainbow shit, bunch of fruity rainbow shit that they're like something about like choose love, right? NFL slogan, choose love, end racism. Okay, how many of you were racist and then watched an NFL game and then decided to not be racist afterwards because you saw that in the end zone they had a end racism slogan, so you decided not to be? I don't know about you, but I was racist, and then I watched the NFL today, decided that I should probably stop being racist. I learned the error of my ways, you guys. I'm a better man having watched the NFL. I now know I should choose love and not be racist no more. So before the game, I was a total racist. If you guys know me, I was like, totally think white people are better than all the rest. But now I don't think white people are better than all the rest anymore because I watched a football game and it said so. Football game told me not to be racist, so I stopped. Thank you, NFL. I'm not racist anymore. I'm totally fixed. And then they told me to choose love, and they had rainbow colors, so that made me feel special. Made me feel like a unique snowflake. So, gave me all the goosebumps. I think what we need now is a Pride Night, NFL Pride Night. Yeah. Where both teams wear rainbow colors. And instead of tackle, they play like a two-hand booty touch football for Pride Night. That would sell out. If they did Pride Night, where both teams wear dresses, rainbow-colored dresses, it would sell out. It would be people would be like, this is such a progressive way to play the sport. We are revolutionaries. Oh, we can only dream, right? Truth Seeker says your content is awesome. Well, thanks, Truth Seeker. I appreciate that. I try to make it as awesome as possible. Try to make it as awesome as a possum. Uh-oh. Somebody just pointed out that my hat is the same color as a rainbow. Yeah, but check it out. My hat is psychedelic. It's not meant to be fruity. So when you see my hat, it's meant to be taken as psychedelic, trippy, not fruity. Okay? So when I showed you that video of me playing bass from like 13 years ago, and I had a big beer mug hat, so the whole look was meant for me to be like the white Bootsy Collins. So I was basically taking like the Bootsy Collins character, but then doing it more like a white guy, if that makes sense. Basically just ripping off Bootsy Collins, but doing it as a white guy. And so when people ask about the hat, and people have even made assumptions like, oh, it's a Masonic top hat. It's like, no, actually, the hat was around before the channel, and it was all about just being a cool, funky, visually appealing gimmick for the audience. Honestly, that's all it ever was just a gimmick to stand apart from the rest. And that's why I still use it today. It's a gimmick to help me stand apart from the rest. But if I wanted to, I can take it off and do the rest of my stream like this and still be just as funny and entertaining. I don't need it. But since I wear it during live streams, it's like custom, I guess. You want to hear me make fun of Starlink? I don't really have any good jokes making fun of Starlink off the top of my head. I mean, I don't believe in satellites in outer space, so any sort of satellite is going to be attached to like a balloon, like a sataloon. But yeah, I don't have anything prepared for you, nor do I know what to make up for you on the spot that would be humorous. And believe it or not, there is a major talk about the hat, and people have made insinuations that it's a Mad Hatter's hat, and it is a Masonic hat, this, that, and the other, and it's like, nope, I was just a funky bass player who needed a gimmick to stand out, and I used that as my gimmick. And then my band that I started, my guitar player, he also started wearing a crazy hat too, and so then my band's gimmick was that we all wore crazy hats. So that was it. We were a band that wore crazy funky hats, and that was it. So anytime anyone tries to make it out to be more than that, sorry. The juicy truth is that me and my buddy thought we would stand out if we wore flashy attire. And we did, in a way, because a lot of the bands that we played shows with were like metal bands, and they all looked like metal bands, like death metal. And so we were like the only funky psychedelic band doing what we do. so we did stand out quite a bit. That's right, man. Everyone got to have a gimmick. whether it's music or wrestling or YouTube or whatever, like who wants to watch, a regular person doing regular shit, right? So you have to have some sort of gimmick that sets you apart, makes you unique. And so, yes, I would definitely agree. Gimmicks definitely do matter. And if you haven't found yourself one, you should think about adopting a gimmick. Andrew Profilet says, nice Top Gun haircut. It's pretty basic stuff. I just tell them to shave it on the sides with like a 2 and then trim it down with scissors so that I can spike up the front and do like my little faux hawk thing like that. I don't know. It's like one of those things like I don't know what, like this is what style I've got for years, and so I'm used to it, but I don't know what new hairstyle to try. I don't know. So yeah, I pretty much get the same fucking cut every time. I look like a math teacher without the hat. Well, that's not what I was trying to do. I was trying to look like a physics teacher. That was a weird joke. All right. But it worked. I got Rumford C to laugh out loud. As long as one person's laughing out loud, it's an official joke that officially worked. Sean says, Chiefs aren't going to cover on purpose. I haven't even checked the score. I really need this one to like stay ahead of my spread picks. Oh my gosh, it's a close game. Oh, and the Chiefs are, oh no, if the Chiefs score, then I'm going to blow this pick too. Oh no. No. Yeah, my picks were doing great this morning. I woke up, all my picks were pretty much hitting. So I started the day with hitting almost all my early picks, like only missed a few. And then we got into the late afternoon, and every single game just went completely wrong in every which way. Oh, is that it? Is it over? Is this end of game? Woo! Sweet! I got it. Jets cover. The Jets beat the spread. Chiefs win. Woo! Okay, good. Good, man. I needed that one. Sweet. It just went final. That was close, man. Gonna make it look like the Chiefs were gonna steal that one on the spread. Okay, so I hit that game. No, the Dion effect did not work for me. So that's the end of that. Even with that going wrong, the beginning of my day, I nailed like basically all the games except 2 at the beginning of the day. I started out super strong. Oh my god, what I hit the Bills over the Dolphins to win it and to cover the spread. I hit the Bears by a half point against the spread. I hit the Ravens. I hit the Titans to win cover. I had the Commanders +9, and I had the Texans winning and on the spread. So I started out really good, and then all three of the late afternoon games, Chargers beating up the Raiders, Cowboys smashing the Patriots, and the Niners beating the Cardinals handily. Yeah, I lost all those, and so that basically screwed over my winning day and put me back to even. So I just won this game here that just happened. So I think I'm like one game ahead on the spread. I think I'm one up. So as long as I hit tomorrow's game, I think I can finish 2 games ahead of the spread. At least it's not a losing week. If you missed it, here's the deal. The NFL can't do exactly what I say because then it would prove me right. However, they can't do exactly the opposite of what I say because then you could go the opposite of all my picks and then you would make money. So they have to do half of what I say and they have to do half of what I don't say. And that's what they're doing half the time. No, I don't love sports, bro. I'm doing this for money and for a living. It's a job. Trust me, if I wasn't getting paid to do this, I totally would not do it. So yeah, I don't love the NFL. Having to cover the NFL sucks. The only good part is when I finish making my video and it's like done and it makes the NFL look stupid. Like when my top 10 is done and the product is finished and I upload it, when you guys tell me how much you like it, that's the payoff. That's what the big reason why I keep doing it is because you guys love it. But having to do it, having to watch the damn plays, the highlights every week, and then try and figure out who's going to win and actually like work on getting the picks right so that I don't get too many of them wrong and look stupid. It's a pain in the ass. It's a job and it's not fun. The only reason to do it is to get paid. The only reason. And what I'm getting paid is pennies compared to what they make behind my back. Like the commercials that they buy and sell on my videos behind my back. Oh, God knows what kind of money they throw around. Oh, you want to have a commercial on Jake the Asshole's channel, like where lots of people are watching and stuff? Yeah, who knows how much they're making behind the scenes. And then they're like, here, Jake, we showed a commercial on your channel. Here's a couple pennies. Ting. So yeah, you got to spend a shitload of time and watch all these terrible NFL highlights to make a video that people love. And at the end of the day, yeah, I have to consume the NFL product, which I don't like, in order to make my product, which you people do like. That's the trade-off. I have to consume the NFL in order to do what I'm doing. There's no way around. I don't watch the whole games. I only watch the highlights. But let me tell you what, 16 highlight videos, ugh, it's mind-numbing. So I haven't watched any of them yet. So that means after I finish this stream, I have to start watching them. And then tomorrow, watch all of the highlights. And then make my list. And then organize it. And then spend all day Tuesday making the damn video. So that I can release it Wednesday. So literally the next 2 days, I have to like watch all the plays tomorrow. And then Tuesday, sit there and edit the whole damn thing and make the whole thing, which takes a whole day. So anyone think that like this is an easy job or anyone could do it? Try it. There's a reason why I'm number one and nobody's opposing me. Nobody's even in my same dimension. I have no competition. It's because it's a really hard job. It takes a ton of time and you have to be a crazy person to do it. So anyone out there like, anyone could make picks like this guy. Anyone could do what he does. Start doing it and tell me how easy it is. Tell me how much money you make and how many subs you get. See, I don't mean to be too full of my own shit, but like the top 10 most rigged, Nobody else is going to make that video in the world. And if you look at the other guys talking about the NFL being rigged, all they're doing is uploading 1-minute clips, and they can't even put their own voice on it. So there's other channels that make NFL rigged content, but it's like a 1-minute clip, and it'll say, "Look at this. He be acting like he be trying to throw, and he be acting like he be trying to catch it." A dude will type text in Ebonics on the screen in his videos, and he'll only get like 100 or 200 views. And so, yeah, I'm the only guy who actually does an actual breakdown and makes like a top 10. And it takes a whole day to watch all the clips, basically, and a whole day to make the video. So it takes 48 hours, basically 2 full days to do that video. And so anyone who thinks they're going to compete with me, well, you got to be willing to put in more time and effort than I am. And I'm already putting in more time and effort than I want to. Trust me, it sucks. It's not a fun job. There are a couple other content creators, but like I said, they're making 1-minute videos that don't have any breakdown. So they'll just show you a clip and then put text on the screen of why it's rigged. And it's one play. So they'll show you like one play of a quarterback throwing an interception on purpose, but they won't explain it. And then they'll think like that they're doing something by doing that. So there's a channel that does that constantly. Every day post content of the NFL, but it's like just one play. And he doesn't fucking explain it or give any context. And so none of the channels compete at all. It's not even close. And the guy who used to compete with me quit. So it's just me, basically. I'm the only guy opposing the NFL. So if you think about it, the only person who opposes the NFL is me. I'm the only one. There's no company. There's no corporation going toe-to-toe with the NFL. Those other football leagues are in bed with the NFL. They're going to be feeder leagues for the NFL. And so if you look at it, I'm like the only guy basically fighting the NFL and opposing them. The only actual force. So they can't do what I say they're going to do. If I say they're going to, whatever picks I make, they can't do whatever I say. So I have to realize no matter what I pick, they're not going to let me get all my picks right. And they're not going to let me get them all wrong either. They're going to pretty much keep me at 50-50 because I'm the only person fighting them, basically. And I'm the only person in the same arena as them. Sports, entertainment, and comedy. So they can't address me or tell people that I'm wrong or stupid because that would give me way too much attention. So I'll continue making my picks, but I know that all they have to do is just change half those things of what I say and just only let me be half right. And then nobody can make money on me one way or the other. Folks out there need to face the facts. Learn Gematria. Learn Gematria, all right? Let me show you how Gematria is done. So on the 4th Sunday, the 4th year, got number 4, 44. Trevor, 44. Lawrence, 44. Jaguars, 44. Your mom's tits, 44. I was walking down the street, 44. A guy pulled out a 44 Magnum, all right? One of my neighbors has 44 in their address. So therefore, close call. Take both teams on the money line. Congrats to the winners. Congrats to the winners. Taking both teams on the money line, just like I said. Learn Gematria. There you go. Here's a little Zach Hubbard for you. All of my trolls and haters are
just jealous that they don't know how to do Gematria. They're just jealous that they're losers and they can't win. Only people who've ever talked shit about me and my picks are just nothing but trolls and haters. Face the facts. Trolls and haters. Never got a pick wrong in my life. Right? You're not me. You didn't break the code. You're not the one who helped people won billions of dollars. Guys, I'm not kidding when I say this. I've cost the casinos billions of dollars. These are facts, all right? The trolls out there and the haters, they're just going to make videos telling you all this wrong math about how much you would have theoretically lost on my picks. They're just trolls and haters. They belong in a bathtub with a razor blade. All right, the queen queefed 47 times, 47 minutes past the hour. I looked at the clock. It said it was 4:47. 12 hours later, again, I looked at the clock. It was 4:47. All right, and of course, this ties in with Thursday, which is another 4:47 type day. On Thursday, I looked at the clock and it was 4:47. My friend told me a story that had 4:47 in it. So therefore, whenever I type in a number in a letter in a thing and then say a number in a thing in 47 words, numbers, close call, take both teams on the money line. Congrats to the winners. Congrats to the winners. There you go. That's Gematria. And anyone who's like, dude, why do you talk shit about Gematria? It totally works. Here's my thing. Do Gematria right now and pick all of next week's games. Anyone here in chat who thinks that I'm wrong about Gematria, do Gematria right now in my chat and post all your picks. And you better get them all right! Otherwise, I'm going to make fun of you and your stupid Gematria for getting it wrong. Okay? Here's the challenge. Anyone in my chat right now who thinks they're the best at picking with the Gematria and they get every game right and they're a pro, make a video of you doing your Gematria and show us how you get all these games right. Tag me in the video and I swear I will see it and I will apologize. If I see you or anyone use Gematria and get a ton of picks right week after week after week, not just 1 week, I want to see you prove that you use Gematria and smack the NFL around. If you can prove it, I will start tailing your picks and I will give you a shout out and I'll bring you on my channel and kiss your ass personally. So, all you Gematria guys, here's your initiative. Prove it. Okay? There's like 50 million Gematria guys. They all make different picks. They all get picks right and all get picks wrong. Not one Gematria guy has a perfect record. Not one Gematria guy's a billionaire. Right? And who's the most famous Gematria guy? Zach Hubbard. A scammer who people still stick up for, even though he's a proven scammer. So what does Gematria really do for you? But Jake, don't you know that there's numbers encoded into the games? Yes, but you can't fucking figure out what numbers those are beforehand. You're gonna guess, and you might guess wrong. I've seen Zach do it thousands of times, and then pretend that he got it right. So, all you Gematria guys, chop chop, pick next week's games right now. You better get damn near all of them right. Tag my name, and if you're awesome, I'll give you a shout out and say that your Gematria is magical, and I'll kiss your ass, and I'll tell everyone to tail your picks. Okay? So get to work, Gematria guys, all of you. You got work to do, don't you? One of you, prove me wrong. don't you know that, like, they encode numbers? Like, don't you know after the game ends, you can plug in numbers? Yeah, after the game ends, you can plug in numbers. If you try and plug in numbers before the game starts, you're going to have to guess numbers. And then when you get it wrong, you get to tell everyone you chose the wrong way to do Gematria. And if you get it right, then you get to pretend like you know some magical code and you're special. You know what I do? I pick based on who I think is going to be scripted to win. I look at the spread. If it looks fishy, that might influence me. I look at where the money is. I check a few websites and go with my own intuition. And I think, I think the NFL is going to screw over the Bengals and they're going to have the Titans win, even though no one's expecting the Titans to win. That's how I pick. I don't go, oh, 89. 89 is my mom's birthday, and it's also your mom's birthday. And so 89 equals Taylor Swift. Travis Kelce equals 89. So therefore, close call. Take both teams on the money line. I'm not going to do that. You know why? I'm not a scammer. I'm not full of shit. So that's why I don't do that. There's other people that do that. Zach Hubbard. But I don't. Dud Bowl Center says, do a Deion Sanders impersonation. I would have to watch video on him. I haven't really studied up on Deion to specifically do it. So being he is quite a popular polarizing character in the script, it probably would behoove me to study up on Deion and his facial gestures. And see, I haven't done any work. If I was to spend probably 20 to 30 minutes, I could probably get you something. But since I haven't done even that little bit, whatever I give you now wouldn't be good. It would just be okay at best. But if I was to go watch him for 15, 20 straight minutes and get his little facial expressions down and shit, I could probably do it. He's got just enough character for me to do an impression. Anyone who's got a certain character that's very distinct, there's a good chance that I can do an impression. I am not an actor. As much as people will try and make assumptions, nobody can tie me back to anything Hollywood has ever done. I've never been in a movie, I've never been in a commercial, I've never signed a contract to do anything for anyone. And so I do whatever I want here on my channel on YouTube, and it's 100% my content, unscripted, and I create it on the spot. Everything I did here tonight just came out of my body naturally. There's no way to script what I did here tonight. If you go back and look at what I've done and said, all the crazy stuff that I did here in this stream, that should prove to you 100% I am the real deal, the funniest, most organic, awesome comedian person that exists. So, am I an actor? No, I am the real deal, and I will always be the real deal. Nobody owns a piece of this but me. So YouTube makes money on my channel and I make money off of YouTube, but I don't have any sponsors. Nobody controls what I do or say in the slightest. So anyone who tries to be like, oh, he used to be a musician, so he's in the club. No, I played at an open mic. So that video I showed you earlier was me at an open mic, not getting paid. I've gotten paid to play with a cover band and in bands, but I've never been a in the club musician. So anyone who tries to ever say Jake is a failed musician or a failed actor or this or that, they're just grasping at straws to try and demonize me. Nobody has anything on me. Nobody has a single thing on me because I'm real
and my story ties back all the way to when I was born. Like, I can walk you through my life, show you pictures of me as a child, tell you where I went to school when I was in elementary, and all that stuff. So if you trace back my entire story, you can meet me, do anything you want. You cannot dig up a single shred of anything to prove I'm a bad guy or a shill. The only thing you can do is make something up. And trust me, the people who make stuff up, that's what they do. They make stuff up about me. The only thing anyone can say about me to try and insinuate that I'm a shill or working for the bad guys, they have to fucking make it up. And that's how I know they're lying and full of shit. Anyone who's ever insinuated that I work for the bad guys or I'm in the club, I know is a delusional liar or they're a shill. Because I'm me and I know who I work for. I work for me. So, if you can't tell that what I'm doing here is completely different from everything else, and there is no shill that does this, there's no shill that can put off this sort of authenticity. It's not possible. So that should answer anyone's question wondering if I'm real or fake. The proof is in the pudding, and I am the pudding. Okay, I've been on here for 2.5 hours, and I think I'm getting a little tired. So I might go ahead and jump off here. But before I do, I'm going to say goodnight to all my homies. Jonna, thank you for being here. She says, Jake, you're a true superstar. Multifaceted, entertaining. Thank you, Jonna. Glad you could hang out with us tonight. And all my homies here, all my mods, and anyone new here, thank you for hanging out with me tonight and having a good time. The NFL, like not doing exactly what I thought started to piss me off. But I decided to do like Taylor Swift suggests and shake it off. Go live. And now I had a really good time doing this live stream. It was a lot of fun. I hope you guys had fun too. And so until next time, this is your boy, Jake the Asshole, signing off. Y'all take care out there, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.